We really don't care. You just need to know roughly where you're at. All right? I happen to rate this from 1 to 10. It can be 100. I don't really care. Just get a sense of the scale and magnitude as we talk about this. Now, as we go forward, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the zones, okay? Because it's not just the isolations of the outliers. I actually want to talk about major areas that we can actually talk about. And one of the most famous and really popular is this. It's the friend zone. We've been talking about this all weekend, haven't we? All right? What do we know about the friend zone? Everybody here is below the sex threshold. See that dashed yellow line in the vertical area? They are below the sex threshold. Nobody wants to have sex with these people. These people don't want to have sex with themselves. Okay? It's true. All right? The other thing that we know is that they are below the level on a number of cases of not only just the sex threshold, but physically, they don't look the part. We know somebody who's out of control, okay? We know somebody who's just not physically a specimen of the human species we want to put forward. They know it, okay? Not only that, on a social level, they don't have the social skills available as well. They are not projecting those elements of worth and value and standing within our society, all right? The third one is sexually. Sexually, they have no ability to understand the signals of attraction. They neither understand the reception, they don't understand it when it's projected to them. They have no command of being able to project that out. Okay? These are IOIs, indicators of interest. And furthermore, they lack an ability to escalate. All right? These are people that cannot escalate sexually, physically. Okay? I would also sit down and say these people can't pull a trigger when it's in front of themselves. All right? They cannot execute. There's a cost to be paid here. The worst part about it, if you're here because you want to be. You're putting yourself here. That's a sad thing. Let's go to my next favorite one. Douchebags and party girls, all right? This is the opposite end of it. This is the opposite end of it. The difference is these people are getting laid. These people are having sex. They're having sex for a reason. All right? Just like the people over in the friend zone were not getting laid for a reason, these people are getting laid for a reason. All right? And I'm not saying that's the ultimate objective, but there's a tremendous amount of validation that comes with that. All right? They're all above the sexual threshold. But something that needs to be very clearly articulated here, something that's going to kind of slip by very, very quickly, is when we look at the people that exist here, emptiness and charm. Okay, and this is what it is, emptiness and charm. These people are terribly charming, but not very virtuous. Emptiness and charm is associated with what personality types? Sociopaths and psychopaths. Say it again. Sociopaths and psychopaths. These are fucking dangerous individuals. I'm not kidding. These are dangerous individuals. And you're going to stick your dick in it. Be very careful here. We'll come back to this. All right? Furthermore, these people are unable or unwilling to make social connections. They either don't know how or, God forbid, are unable to. And if they're unable to, they are genetically damaged. And these people exist. They're amongst us. Not here today, but they're out there. Be wary of this. There are monsters in this world, and they exist. And they look and act just like us. All right. Beyond that, they also don't have an ability to exercise control of themselves. They can't help themselves. They actually can't help themselves. It doesn't justify what they do, but they can't help themselves. All right? Crazy will do what crazy's got to do. All right? You can't deny crazy. Crazy will not be denied. That's the worst part about it. It's like the truth. It reveals itself. Crazy will reveal itself. Your key is to fucking listen. Listen and pay attention. It's not just that. See it for what it is. These are scary things. They really are. But this is a little bit of the lay of the land. All right?
So let's dig more into this. This is a sexual marketplace 2014 and of 2016 that Socrates was talking to you guys about yesterday. So we're going to get into now how that happened, right? You have your social selection scale, basically your human scale as I call it, on the vertical axis. On the horizontal axis, you have your natural selection, or Homo sapiens scale as I call it. Socrates talked to you guys about this yesterday. Civilizing skills being more human, and then horizontally, you just get more attractive, more healthy, more better seductive skills, things like that. And then you're somewhere in that quadrant, right, in the marketplace. You have to pinpoint. Socrates talked about putting yourself in it, finding out where you're at, and then improving from where you're at. That's what he believed the marketplace was. About a month ago, I realized this is not the sexual marketplace. It's pretty close, but it's about half of it. This is the real sexual marketplace. We have the quadrant, of course, that Socrates talks about. Scale is 0 to 10 or 0 to 100, however you want to do it, on the vertical, and then to the right. And then, of course, you have the human ideal up here, where you're maxing out both to the best of your ability. Then you got your friend zone over there. Then you got toxic people down here, right? But this is the real sexual marketplace. What I realized is, and what Socrates didn't see in the other speakers, is that it doesn't go from 0 to 10 or 0 to 100. It goes from negative 10 to 10, or negative 100 to positive 100. True monsters and vampires and predators don't belong in the human quadrant up here. They belong in this half down here. I have a shark there. You know. It's on the front of the Psychopath book. They're predators. I thought it fit pretty well. But seriously, true predators, and so in his presentation, Socrates talks about in his keynote address that sociopaths and psychopaths exist right here, right? They're doing well on the Homo sapiens scale. They're getting hot, they're getting healthy, they're aggressive, all that, or seductive. But these to me are lesser vampires, is what really belongs there. He thought sociopaths and psychopaths belonged there, meaning they lacked the human skills, but they were still hot, so they belonged here. No. True predators are not just lacking these skills, right? Relationship skills, emotional skills, and all that, social skills. No. True predators have not only lacked them, so they're at 0, they have actively developed and practiced anti-human skills, anti-life, anti-civilization, things that are pure fucking evil. They're destructive, they're harmful. So not just lacking them and being a dumbass. And so specifically, the lesser vampires are your party girls, your douchebags, your assholes, drama queens, attention whores, shit like that, which is bad enough. You got to watch out for that in life, right? But those are the baby vampires. Down here, you have your gorgons, your monsters, your predators, your vampires, your succubuses. That's where they live. Pure fucking evil. They're in the negative. The scale, by the way, Socrates suggested it does probably go to the left too. So there might be a whole area over here. I think he's right, but I don't know if it's a sexual marketplace anymore then. If you're getting into the negative physically, those would be like people who weigh like 800 pounds. So it's like, does that even, I don't think it counts on the sexual marketplace, but it's debatable. But definitely this negative part here exists and it's fucking dangerous. And specifically too, I want to comment on this, that speakers of this convention are telling you guys about this, right? It's dangerous. Socrates, David Tien, all these guys. It's really hard to understand that, how dangerous these individuals are and how damaging they are. But this is where they live and that's where they reside. And I'm really trying to drive that home for you guys and make it personal and make it real. And so this is how, a big part of how this happened. Greg Swan, one of our alumni speakers, the guy who married Marilee and I, he said to me when this all blew up, you can't see what you're not looking for. And that is how Socrates, the guy best equipped in the room, on the lookout for it the most, enemy number 1 for Marilee, couldn't see it. He didn't realize the marketplace went into the negative. He thought it went from 0 to 10. You can't see what you're not looking for. You can't see what's outside of your field of vision. Hi there, I'm Anthony Johnson, founder of the 21 Convention and CEO of 21 Studios, and I wanted to say thanks for watching that short video. If you want the full version right now for free, click the button right here, and you're going to get a free month of 21 University that gives you advanced access to all our videos months and months ahead of the YouTube release. So click right here, and I'll see you on the inside.